during the show, you guys might have questions. You guys might step out. You guys step in. But these are the people that are going to help you if you get lost or you need support. Not only that, these guys are actual artists. They're presenters and they're actually leaders in the Polygon community. So I am very proud to announce our hosts for our Polygon Showcase #4, Killer King Club, Prizem, CC, VDK, and Vance. Thank you guys again for all your support. I just want to recognize you guys before we begin today. Now, a couple of things that I would like to discuss real quick is rules, and I'm just going to go over this kind of briefly because I just want to be second at a time. If an artist is speaking, please mute your mic. If we mute your mic, just know that you might have a hot mic, but we're just trying to respect the artist for their hard work and what they're trying to do here today. So just kind of keep that in mind. Keep all your positive comments out loud. Let them know that they're doing a great job. Let them know the color scheme. Don't just say great job. Be detailed with them. See what they're doing. Ask questions. Engage. And again, create some new relationships. So that's what I need from you guys today. Those are kind of my updates for you guys. We're going to start here in just a moment. But as you guys can see behind me, here's going to be the agenda. The first artist interview is going to start off in here in just a minute. Then we're going to go to our second panel session, which is called Powering Polygon with Polygon Studios Community Leader. This is we're going to get a deep dive into what they're doing, how they're going to be helping us, and how they're going to be supporting us. So kind of keep that in mind. Next, we're going to have a community breakout session. You guys can mix and mingle for an hour, hang out, have lunch, go chill, hop into different portals, see what CC's portal is like. Go check out the Diners Club portals looking like. And then at the end, we have two final panel sessions, one around Metaverse utilities and then building with spatial. Like I talked about, here's our first panel session, Powering Polygon with Jack. Then our next session, and these are some of the brands that are in Polygon that have been here for a while. So we're going to get a really good alpha intake of what's really happening from the brands that are actually in the community that are participating. And then we'll have a panel session with Jake, who's actually head of spatial, Tyrone, who actually had a drop yesterday, and Blackstone and Environment to talk about building with spatial. If you guys don't know, Chubby's Photoshop has a contest going on. If you go to the front, there are boxes for you to come take some selfies. They have a giveaway going on right now. The first 50 that tweet take a photo will receive an airdrop NFT. Take advantage of this, guys. These are small businesses that are supporting, that are growing in the space, and they're doing something unique. Make a difference. Go ahead and connect with them here today. But that is all I have for the very beginning. Again, welcome again to the Polygon Showcase, everybody. And I want to kick it off by introducing CC, ICC to the stage.
Good morning, lovies. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing great, CC.
Anybody get to stay
well,
in
welcome.
the room? No, we're good.
Well, welcome to the Polygon Showcase, and I am so excited to have you here and for you to be one of the first presenters and one of our gold package artists. Just real explanation of what the gold package includes. It includes your portal link. It includes 6 artworks, your hyperlink, and everything you need for artists to find you and to connect with you. CC has been a Polygon creator in the space for, I want to say, almost about a year, and I'm really excited to welcome her to the stage. So CC, can you give us an introduction about yourself and how you got into Polygon?
Oh, that's a fun story. Everybody has a story. Our collective trauma is how I got into Web3. So I was working my ass off in a corporate job, and I thought I loved it. And then COVID hit, I was furloughed. I didn't know what to do with myself. Then I realized I had been traumatized by the corporate machine. And I started looking within myself to try to find out like what made me happy, what I wanted to do with my life. And I turned back to art. I think art is a way that we connect with emotions. It's how I deal with trauma. And I've always been an artist. I just didn't know how to showcase my art. Enter NFTs and the Polygon blockchain. It was this amazing experience experience and opportunity to showcase my art in a way that I thought was meaningful through NFTs. And I got into, I guess, Web3 to try to make money, I think, as all of us kind of look at it. And I stayed because of people like Creative Owls and Mega Retro and Dave, and the community that we sort of fostered and grow together. So that is a very quick and dirty how I got into Web3.
Thank you for that. And tell me about your artwork. Like, how do you create your artwork? What's what's the thought process in creating your digital assets? Because you use a mixed bag of tools.
Yes. So when I first started creating NFTs, I had a very limited knowledge of how to create using, digital assets and stuff like that, like how to use Photoshop or even Canva. I had a very small window of experience. So my first collections, My Beautiful Flowers, is based off of my photography that I have over 15 years of archives. And then using Photoshop and Canva, I created these sort of what I thought NFTs and digital art looked like. And to this day, I still find them to be beautiful and they evoke emotions in me. But being in this space, I learned a lot about things like Blender and other ways that you can create art. And so because of Vans, and I'm going to blame her, I explored AI art. And now I partner with AI art to create these amazing pieces of work that are still rooted in nature, because nature is a very big part of who I am and what I want to bring to Web3. But they are far beyond what I had ever imagined that I could do. And that is a direct reflection of the influence of the Web3 space and the people that have supported me, nurtured me, and encouraged me to grow. So I am growing as an artist because of the people I've met in this space, because of all of you. And that leads me to, want to create more, to just share nature and what I find beautiful in the world. So that is sort of like a little bit about my drive and my collection. So today I am showcasing from 3 different collections: my Genesis, which is My Beautiful Flowers, my Beautiful AI Creations, which is a mixed bag of nature and florals and butterflies. So very nature inspired. And then I'm really proud of this 3rd collection, which is My Beautiful Seascapes, is a collection that I wanted to bring sort of that mental health and wellness to your space, your digital space, because blue happens to be one of the most calming colors for you psychologically. So I created a seascape collection to try to bring peace and serenity to your space. So you'll be looking at some of those today, hopefully, and enjoying them. So I think Owl's rugged. But does anybody have any questions?
We love you,
No?
Cece.
Okay. I love you, Cynthia.
I have loved seeing how your work has evolved and changed and all the amazing things that you're doing now in the metaverse. You've just evolved so much since I first met you, and you just continue to evolve. And I love everything about you and everything that you do, Cece. We love you.
I'm a reflection of my community. So what you see in me, you can be assured that there's, the same in you. Dave was a really great supporter of me and my ideas right from the beginning. And so I try to do the same for others, for new people in the space. Creative Owls. He's so innovative. He wants us all to succeed and be able to live in this space full time. And so I am trying to educate in a similar way to give that opportunity to everyone in the space as well. Coin Laundry, he is a great community builder. And so I've taken a lot of the skills that he has shared with me to build my own community. And so there's a piece of you in all of you in me. So I just want to say thank you for helping me be the best person I can be. Appreciate you. Oh, Alex, thank God you're here. I was just getting sappy.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Please, nobody switch the screen back. One last question for you. Like, you do so much for the community and you give so much back. Like, we just want to say thank you. I think that's something that we don't tell you as an artist, as a creator. Thank you. You do so much, but you connect with someone. You connect with so many people, and like we really appreciate but love you for that. And I'm so proud to have you here as an artist, a partner, a colleague, a friend, and a parent, right? So super proud of you as an artist. And TC is one of these artists that we talk about that like anytime she can blow up, right? It's just that one tweet, that one event. What is that one thing that's happening? So one thing I also encourage you guys to, if you guys click on her avatar above her head, if you click on that, you can actually start following her. If everybody can just go ahead and follow Cece real quick, I would appreciate it. And then during the break, we're going to be hopping into portals, so be on the lookout for that. And her portal is here. She has one of the best portals here in Spatial, so just be on the lookout for that. So thank you so much, Cece.
Well, thank you guys. I'm so excited to see more art. Let's do it. Nice.
All right, who do we have next? Next we have Mrs. Gardenby. How are you?
Hi, hello.
Good. Please come up on stage.
Yeah.
Hi, Gardenby. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Nice to meet you.
Good. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to see you again. Welcome to the Polygon Showcase. Would love to get an introduction about yourself, where you're from, and what you're doing. I definitely have seen you in this space and building on Polygon and connecting with artists. Love to get an introduction about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Garden B, and we are from Japan. My purpose of creating spaces is to bring Japanese people to Spatial. When I first used this Spatial from the beginning of this year, I was so inspired, Metaverse, because we work remotely. We work usually remotely and using text chat to work with others. But in Metaverse, we can meet people beyond reason. It was so amazing experience for me. After that, I started creating custom spaces for connecting people. Yeah, it's so fun. And this time we made Ninja Training Village in Spatial. Yeah. After this showcase, please come to our village and enjoy the ninja training each other. Yeah. Thank you.
That's very awesome. Garden B, how do you make your artwork? How do you make your environments?
We use Blender and yeah, in Garden B, there are several creators, space creators, and I plan the space concept and our creators use Blender to make custom spaces. Yeah.
Nice. And how big is your team that you work with?
Yes.
Can you repeat that again?
Sorry.
I said Garden Bee. I said, how big is the team that you work with?
Yes. I'm so happy to work with my team. And yeah, this time we made NFTs that allow you to display your NFTs in our Ninja Village. Yeah, please help us to make our village nice and cool with your NFTs.
Nice. And your village is actually behind us in one of your portals on the gate. So during the break, we can all go check out your Ninja Village. And tell me a little bit more on why you picked the ninjas.
Ninja. Yeah, we believe ninja is a traditional Japanese people, samurai. Yeah, and they train themselves every day. So we made a lot of training sections like waterfall, shuriken, and where we use some tricks for using special functions. Yeah, I think you love it.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. And now, can people buy your environment? Like, what type of do you guys have your NFTs? Like, how can people get into your project?
If you buy our dislike NFTs, we can display your artworks in our Ninja Village. Yeah, after that, we are going to hold photo contest. Yeah, including your NFTs.
Nice. And I know you have a really big community, so thank you for participating and thank you for being here. How can more people find more information about you?
Please. Yeah, I'm in Twitter, and my account is gardenbee_3D.
I appreciate that, Garden Bee, and thank you for representing Japan here today and bringing us your culture, bringing us your artwork, and what you're creating all the way in the metaverse, all the way from Japan. So appreciate you, appreciate your community. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for being a part of the showcase. I really appreciate it. I know this is your second one, and thank you again for being here again today. And if everybody can just go ahead and click on Garden Bee's name, and you can actually hit follow, so everybody can just start following her. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you so much for the opportunity.
No, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you as well.
Big jump here.
Big job. Hey, Neil, how are you?
Fine, fine. How are you all? It's a great show here. Thank you, everybody, to be here.
Man, awesome for being here. I hope you got your cup of coffee. I'm just going to switch it back to your slide, and would love for you to give me an introduction about yourself and what you're doing within your artwork in the Polygon community. Yours is very, very interesting art piece and very traditional, and there's a lot of history behind it. So love for you to give me an introduction about yourself.
Yes, of course, of course. So you can see my name here. My username is Neocrotalic, right? Sometimes it's hard to pronounce, but I will explain to you what is going on with this. So Neocrotalic, it's a form of art created by my father. My father's name is Javier Lopez Pastrana. He was born in 1956, and he's still alive, thanks God and the universe. so I can enjoy every week live with him. He studied to become a plastic artist at the 70s. He entered to the Plastic Research and Experimentation Center of the Instituto Nacional de Bellas Artes, or National Institute of Fine Arts in Mexico City. And he has been painting since that years to now on. Every day after teaching and being a director of an elementary school, he goes to his private and secret studio to paint since I know him. I am his son, by the way, and my name is Javier Lopez Aguilar. The same two names, just the third last name is changed, right? And I am 44 years old, so you can see how dedicated he is to paint every day. Even Sundays and Saturdays, he goes to his studio, his secret studio, and I really mean it with the secret studio. Only my mother has access to his studio. None other brother, son, relative, friend, collector, or person has access to it. And that's for true. My father, after perfecting his own artist technique for several years or decades, complete his form for painting as a skilled plastic artist. But the bottom, that's different. That's something that not all artists get in their lives. The bottom is greater than the artist itself. And travels through time despite humans. Hope you understand hope you understand me what I'm saying. There are very skillful and blessed artists out here, but still many have to find this feeling of sense and purpose superior to oneself, right? Anyhow, he found this spirit on the year 2000 and launched his artistic manifesto in 2003, and it's called Arte Neocrotálico, or Neocrotalic art in English. And the word neocrotalic word, again, what does it mean? So neo stands for new, that's all can notice. And crotalic stands for rattlesnake. Crotalus is the word in Latin for rattlesnake. So you can picture it like new rattlesnake art or something like that. The story is that after being curious of the universe itself, with the macrocosmos, microcosmos, the religion, the race of human spirit, and several things, he landed with some archaeological books written by Mr. José Díaz-Bolio, a journalist and archaeologist of Yucatan region in Mexico, a region shared between Mexico and Guatemala, where the Mayan culture was raised thousands of years ago. And on his books, Mr. José Díaz-Bolio found out that the Mayan culture had an art based on the skin of a specific rattlesnake specimen in Yucatan region. The scientific name of this species is Crotalus durisus, or Ahaucan in Mayan language. The snakes were very important in Mesoamerican cultures before the arrival of the Europe conquerors to America. You may notice, if you have read a little of Mexico pyramids and visit the Mayan and Aztec pyramids, the main gods in these cultures was Quetzalcoatl, named in English or translated as the feather snake, and the same for Mayans called, it was also the feather snake. This is an equivalency to Zeus for the Greeks or Jupiter for the Romans, something like that. So you can figure out the rank of snakes in Mexico in that times. They were sacred. Returning to the rattlesnake specimen found only in Yucatan region, the Mayans thought that the secret of life and regeneration was kept in the serpent's rattle, or Ahaucan. But they also suggested that this sacred animal showed a mathematical and geometric pattern on its skin called the Canamaite, which represented the worldview about the formation of the sky and the earth from the four corners and four sides. In mathematics, the Canamaite is known as quadrivert, a dynamic geometric model based on the subdivision of the square, and that is explained from the movement produced by the viper, since the square shapes of its skins are transformed into rhombuses, and then recover their original shape. That's it. It represents a square inscribed in another square. Once they said as short as possible because the significance of the rattlesnake was presenting geometry and art through Mesoamerica, as well in religious and philosophical concepts, my father decided to retake this sacred pattern, incorporating it to the forms of art nowadays. And it should be applied in substitution of the Occidental golden ratio, or golden section, or divine proportion, named by the Greeks. You can read more in our webpage about the Necrotalic Art Manifesto. You can read it, it's totally free. And then what happened? What are we doing here after that? So here's my participation into it. After several years, my father painting every day, he has produced a great variety of paintings under this current, and they have been exhibited in museums and galleries here in Mexico. He has so many paintings, and others he has kept them for a while. And I decided that it's time that everyone in the world knows the artistic current and its artistic proposal. I begin to digitalize the works that that he makes, and send Giclée reproductions to various parts of the world so they could get to know them. This was in 2017 and 2018, and boom, in 2020, when I met the NFTs, it just blew my mind, the kind of reach that we can have to spread the word of this kind of art. I started creating in 2020. We have been exploring various marketplaces, blockchains, and I have decided that unsold physical works of art in our possession will have a one out of one NFT, and the first collector to get the works also gets the physical original painting too. We will create specific artworks for each marketplace and blockchain, and keep producing art and spreading this cultural current to the art of the world. Necrotalic NFTs are not just photos, but videos that have movement, enhanced color, and words of reflection about the subject of the artworks. We are here to create value among collectors and friends, willing to share, willing to grow up with you all guys here. And I am the first supporter of my father. He never asked me anything. We're just living life with purpose, eating well, enjoying the hard working, and hope you can join me to support my father's work on his life. Thank you all.
Wow. What an amazing background story. That was incredible. Everybody, definitely give him a round of applause. And yeah, I'm just kind of taken back. You gave so much history about the rattlesnake, about the name, how everything makes artwork. And how much art pieces do you think your father has?
I think that it has less than 100, right? But it's about to reach it every day because he's painting every day, and he has made several more that has been sold into this in Mexico City, but it's very short, and now the world is bigger than that, than your local community. So that's why we are here.
Absolutely. Now, where do you see, this project about a year from now?
Well, definitely for the joining collectors that like physical paintings, not just NFTs for our end, for our purpose, and just people enjoying the art, having one piece in their home, and talking about the subjects that they are very philosophic in some parts. Some artworks are very philosophic and trend to reflection. So it's kind of getting something else for humanity here. So I hope that everybody knows this kind of art, and also my father's mind. That's my goal in 1 year, and in the next one, and in the next one, and I think that's all. That's all what we are pursuing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. Make sure you click on his name at the top. Make sure you're following him. And then his portal is right behind us in the very front. Go check out what his father created. Very traditional Yucatan, a lot of history, Mexican traditional art, artist. Again, we have people from Japan. We have people from Hawaii, we just heard from. We have people from Mexico. And these are just our first three artists that we've started out here. So the diversity that we see in this community is very special. So thank you again for coming up here, Neil, and we will talk with you here shortly. We will be having our break here in the next like 40 minutes or so, but I want to welcome Prizem to the stage.
Thank you, creative. Awesome show.
No,
Also,
thank you, man.
awesome show.
Yeah, awesome job and an amazing job explaining yourself as an artist. Like I didn't have to ask anything. You covered over everything, and I want to give a warm welcome to Prizem. Prizem, welcome to the Polygon Showcase. Yeah, you're working. You sound good. Everybody here, I think a majority of people that use spatial should know who you are. You're an influencer, you're a leader, but you're also an artist, and you're a developer and a coder. Love for you to give me a little bit of introduction about yourself, full swing of who you are and how you got into the space. No, that was great. That was a great introduction. And what I find really awesome is that the way that you're creating
What's up, guys?
your
I'm
artwork
helping host
your or
Polygon
your
Showcase, but
piece
I'm here
is
too. Just wanted to drop in and
is
say, what's up?
what's up. Just want to just give you some kudos on how you make your artwork, Prism, because I think we need to just take a step back. You use actual JavaScript. You use
Yeah,
code
I had the gas
to
limit
to.
issue on my launch as well.
Can someone please mute killer? Thank you. But I think it's really amazing how you create this using JavaScript and how you produce this. And I feel like no one I know does any of this. This is extremely unique. This is very rare in how you're creating it. And there's so many different colors and variations of what you do. And art comes in different sizes, different forms, and different shapes, but it also comes in different ways of creating it. And this is another artist that's creating it in a different way that we've never seen before. And they're on the blockchain, on the technology side. Didn't have a traditional artist background, but is still showcasing his token, his artwork here at the Polygon Showcase. So amazing artwork, Prism. So I'm going to ask you this, and I know this is kind of cliche, but where's Prism 6 months from now, especially with a lot of the community things that you're building, and then when your project, do you see you tying in your artwork a little bit more into your metaverse environments, or sorry, your practices? Guys, go enter in the giveaway. Go register the form. It literally takes you 2 seconds. Everybody here is going to be using Dropsies for airdropping for the Polygon Showcase. So go ahead and do that. And I know CC has one. I know New has one as well too. And other artists have them ready to go. So make sure you guys sign up. Go get your guest book. Go sign in. And go see what he's doing. Great job, Prism. And I want to say thank you so much. Guys, we're going to take a quick little 15-minute break, and we're going to start back again at 1 o'clock with the Diner Studio, Vans, and VDK. So, guys, I'm going to give you guys another 15 minutes or like 13 minutes to go take a break, go walk around, check it out, go mingle, and then we'll start it back up at 1 o'clock. Thank you, guys. Good job, Prism.